We're here with Tassapon, who is the CEO of AirAsia Thailand, a local short-haul, low-cost carrier who's had a successful year so far, despite a very, very difficult economy, a relatively successful year. How much have sales grown in the last year for AirAsia Thailand?
Actually, when we talk about or discuss about the growth of the company, we focus on the number of passengers that increase over year by year. Last year we had a plan to carry to 4.2 million. We did achieve it, 4.2 million. And this year our target is 5.2 million. So far we will be closing the year in December by 5.1 something, really close to 5.2 million. So I think we will be 98% on target.
You must be very pleased with that result, considering...
Well, looking at the number of tourists that come into Thailand, it fall by like 30%, yes. And we can achieve our 5.2 million passengers. I think that's a remarkable year for us.
So if you take out the airport closure, which went on for a little while, and some of the other problems, it's been an exceptionally good year.
I would say that we have a good year, and this year we definitely end up in profit. And how much is depending on the fuel price on the last quarter.
The fuel price has been difficult. Not many airlines are in profit at the moment.
I can see that. I can see that.
It has been very difficult for airlines. Currently operating 16 aircraft.
Yeah, we are doing 16 aircraft, 10 Airbus A320 and 6 Boeing 737.
Here we are on board one of the Airbus A320s, which is taking the place of Boeing's 737 at AirAsia Thailand, which is very disappointing as a Boeing shareholder, that the CEO of AirAsia Thailand, Tassapon, has said that he prefers Airbus based on delivery and reliability of delivery. How are you finding the current offerings from Airbus and Boeing? I'm a large Boeing shareholder.
You're putting me on the spot.
Yes. So what's the difference? Airbus seem to be doing very, very well. Boeing has delayed the 787. Now they've delayed their freighter aircraft. From the outside, they seem to be stalling a little bit.
I rather don't go beyond that point. I would say that when we were discussing on changing our fleet either to Boeing NG or to Airbus, I think that at the last minute when we make the decisions, Airbus proposal seems to be more satisfying to us in terms of a long-term delivery and also on engineering support and other stuff.
So
spare parts, yeah.
Delivery and guaranteed delivery did play a part in that. I can understand that. Running two different types of aircraft is not always the best way to go. If you run a Boeing and you run an Airbus, then you have to have Airbus parts, Airbus service. You have to repeat the same thing for Boeing. To maintain that low cost, do you think you will switch to one?
Actually, when we decided to change, even if we go for a Boeing NG, there will be a separate a stock that we have to hold on the spare part as well. So either the Airbus or the Boeing NG, you run into the same trouble or problems. And there will be a period of time that you have to switch over. And we have our first Airbus delivered to us about almost 2 years. And by September next year, on 210, all our Boeing will be returned. And we will be operating 100% Airbus A320.
100%
So that's
Airbus.
over a period of 3 years.
What do you think that will save you in terms of cost to run one single aircraft?
It is, I can say it's a lot, but the most important thing is fuel efficiency because of the new engines and the new aircraft. On the same, almost the same cost of flying, you get 20% more capacity on the seats because the Airbus give us 180 seats and the Boeing give us 148 seats.
The low-cost carrier business is just about seats.
It's just
about seats and fuel efficiency.
Correct.
Because it's an extremely difficult business that runs on very high turnover. Yes?
And also the one most key important thing is that it's like a new car. The first 5 years will be very low on maintenance for us.
The budgeting to run the low-cost business is a constant balance between number of seats, fuel efficiency, and then there's always the question of safety. Some low-cost carriers are a little bit scary to the public because they're low-cost carriers, and people always think that low cost is a sacrifice of safety. How important is safety at AirAsia Thailand?
I think it's safety for us, Asia as a group. I think we focus it on a very high rank on safety, because every opening of the meeting we always discuss on safety first, and we have a very tight safety monitoring system. But on the aircraft itself, all the checks and everything is done on time, and we have been so far. After we have operated in Thailand for 6 years, I think we are one of the leading safety standards. Yeah.
What's the average age of your aircraft?
If we discuss on the Airbus, it's only 2 years.
It's a very young fleet.
Yeah, and the Boeing's is about 15 years.
Well, that's not bad for
yeah, but by next year, we will have the youngest fleet in Thailand, because the first Airbus will be 2.5 years, and the last Airbus will be like 2 days or 3 days, you know.
I think it's always an important indicator of safety, is to get an average age of the fleet, and then you have some indication of how safe is this.
I think it's the average age of the aircraft, and also the maintenance scheme, that do you adhere to the,
And the maintenance is done here in Thailand?
It's done here in Thailand on some, and also in Singapore for the other major checks.
Okay, all staff are based in Thailand?
All staff are based in Thailand.
And most of the flights are within Thailand?
We have 50% of the flights in Thailand and 50% outside. So we cover southern part of China. We cover everywhere in Indochina, and also down to Singapore, Jakarta, and even Bali.
What is your most profitable route?
I would say there are no routes that we don't make money.
Okay.
It's either make some or make a lot.
Yep.
But the top on the list would be like Macau, Phuket, and also Denpasar in Bali.
Macau has grown incredibly in the last 8 years. It was 8 years ago I lived in Macau.
Oh, really?
So, yes. So in the last 8 years, Macau has done amazing things. There will be more investment there after the 2 IPOs in Hong Kong from Las Vegas Sands Group and the Wynn Group. They're expecting tourism to increase by around 60%.
Wow.
From that. So a lot of that will come back to AirAsia Thailand?
We are doing 4 flights a day from Bangkok to Macau. So that gives you how we are committed to Macau. Yeah.
Southern China. China is a huge market. It's a very difficult market. It's a difficult market to make sales in. Although there's billions of people. It's not the easiest market in the world to penetrate.
Correct.
What have you done in China to get sales?
I think at the end of the day, it's low fare.
Well,
once your fare is reasonable, it's not too low, not too high, I'm sure that you can ignite or stimulate the travel industry, no matter where you go.
The Chinese travel market does seem to be exceptionally price sensitive.
Yes.
AirAsia is currently the cheapest, AirAsia Thailand?
We try to tell everyone that we are the cheapest, and I think that with the growth of the passengers that we carry, I am sure that we have shown ourselves that we do focus our low fare as a key strategies, and we do give low fare to our passengers.
Have you opened offices in China?
Offices, no, but we have in every airport that we go, we have an office in the airports, and that's where we look after our passengers. That's where we sell the air tickets and other stuff. Yeah. And
how are you managing ticket sales? Are you doing it through agents? Are you?
Actually, we work on both because China market is still a lot depends on travel agents.
Yes.
We do work with the agents, and you can see now the new generation of the Chinese. They do FIT travel, so they mean they book themselves. You see a lot of Chinese backpack coming out, and those they will book on AirAsia.com directly.